Real Action is brought to you by Pertec, with 103 service and supply centres around Australia for all your hydraulic and industrial hose requirements. G'day, welcome to Real Action. Michael Guest, the stowaway Jack Nolan, with a coffee. You've loaded. I know you did make me one.
Yours is in there somewhere, mate.
Well, there's so many sort of storage positions in this big boat, but I think my coffee's held there. This is central Queensland. It's actually cold, wintertime, sou'wester blowing, but so many cool options, eh?
Many this time of year.
What are we thinking, Jack?
Well, I'm thinking a bit of sport fishing today, mate. A bit of top water, throw a few vibes around.
Oh, vibes, I love vibing. Can we find a finger mark for me?
That's the goal, I think.
All right, Spanish mackerel, queenfish, finger mark, maybe a black dew.
Trevallies.
Who knows?
Who knows?
And I am super pumped. It's about, I don't know, I think we're a bit of a, probably an hour and a half burn that way.
Yep.
Got the 300 on the back. We're going to wind it up and
have a coffee.
You have a coffee. I'm going to drive. Let's do it. Good fish, that one, Jack.
Nice one, a bit of drag there, mate.
That was a good bite, that one. Come on. You just got to try and extract whatever this is. Bit of colour down there. I was thinking trout when I first hooked it, but... Oh, here we go. Good fish. Maybe, yeah. This is a trevally, actually. That's a good golden trevally. One of the great things about fishing up in central Queensland here, and you see the backdrop's just amazing, but there's also an amazing amount of fish species and you just don't know what it's going to be. Quite a shallow reef, and I thought coral trout, but I gotta tell you, I'm pretty happy with that golden trevally.
All right, mate. Nice trevally.
I'll let you do
there.
the honours, brother.
I'm getting my hands there,
You got him? That's the go. That's the go.
Nice, mate.
Look at that.
Very
Golden
well
trevally. So, countless numbers of trevally species up in this part of the world. Yep. I love these fellas, the golden trevally. They get on the beaches and shuffling around in the sand. Definitely. And on these shallow inshore reefs, and they're the one, probably the best one to handle, Nelly, because they don't have those tail flutes and they don't have those big teeth. But and he's certainly taking a liking to that soft vibe there, that shrimp. And that, I guess shrimp would be one of their big, they'll have crabs,
shrimp,
prawns.
Crabs, yeah, anything like that.
So you
pretty much everything.
Pretty much.
Old golden trevally.
They'll eat just about everything, won't they? Everything and anything, these fellas. Well, that's out now, but the one trevally that you can give that lip grip to,
Definitely.
and they got that extended mouth that pops out, haven't they?
There you go, mate.
Yeah, that's good fun. On the board. All right, I'll let this bloke go. Off you go, buddy. I don't know what I've got there, but it's a bit of a thing. So the rods that we're using to cast the vibes around with what we call PE 2 to 4, 20 to 40 pound, 30 pound braid, 50 pound fluorocarbon leader, and a 4,500 size reel with pretty red hot drag, really good drag actually. I think that's super important.
Coming up on reef here now, so there's potential of him to do ya.
Just trying to go as hard as I can without pulling too hard, and that's the beauty. Oh, I've got a bit of colour down there now, and it's a silvery looking sort of a fish, so...
Oh, no, mate, struggling a bit there.
Yeah, well, it's actually foul hooked a little bit, this golden trevally. That's why it fought so much better and a little bit differently. So it's hooked in the side, but really good fun on that tackle. Look at that thing.
Yeah, pop that
out of there. That's my little vibe that's done the job again. I'm liking that UV colour so far. Look at that.
There's a trevally.
It's a bit of a lump. He's just pinned in the side there. He'll have a little bit of a scar to show his mates, but otherwise he's all good to go.
Nice little golden there, we'll pop him back.
There's nothing better than a day on the water, but you want to make it home safely. So remember, one of the most important pieces of safety gear is your life jacket. 7 out of 10 boaters who have drowned in New South Wales waters were not wearing one. Life jackets come in a range of designs, so they won't get in the way whether you're chasing a big one or just taking in the sights. Whenever you're out on the water, make sure you and all the crew put one on. Marine Rescue New South Wales, volunteers saving lives on the water.
Shark. A couple of teeth marks in that one. A little shark just climbed out of the water on it.
Oh yeah, that's where he's whacked it there.
Not quite the target species, it was pretty cool to see. Oh,
Got a bit going on there, mate.
crank this in. You right there?
Yeah, I am. No, you're right. I'll just do my thing in the corner there for a sec, bud. It's a nice sized queenfish, actually, big queenie. Oh wow, so that's why it came back to the surface. So that's a fair lump of a queenfish, and there's a truckload of fish on the sounder at the moment. He's pinned not too badly there. I reckon I might be able to grab it here in a second. Gotcha, son. All right, they are definitely a fantastic sport fish to catch in this part of the world. There is no doubt. I love queenfish. Quite often get them on surface lures on top water. This one's fallen to my vibe. Actually, I'll leave it there for 2 seconds. Come and look at this one, Jacko.
Nice, mate. Very well done.
Love catching the queenies. They're just such a cool sport fish, aren't they?
Awesome.
So, was bait flying around, looking at the sounder on the dashboard there, and there is bait and fish. So it looks like a place we might set up with the electric down for a bit and have a bit of a fish. It's sort of getting towards lunchtime, so we might even make a bit of lunch. Something always happens when we dig the sandwiches out.
As soon as we open the big esky there, mate,
it all happens. One thing I know about queenfish, that won't be the only one there. There you go, mate. Oh. Down he goes. All right. Check my leader and go again. Oh, there's a really good bit of a rock and a bump and a couple of nice fish just marking there now. We're just going to stop on top of them and just little movements with that vibe. Just want it to stay in the face of those fish down deep, especially if you're trying to catch a trout or a finger mark or something along those lines. It's a hard call because you don't want to get snagged on the reef, but you want to stay right down where they're sitting, and because there's a bit of current at the moment, they're sort of sitting hard on the bottom. So we'll just drift back a bit. You can let a little bit more line back, hop it. As soon as you feel the bottom, you just got to try and stay in that window, and then once you do set the hooks, you've got to go hard because those fish are going to try and rub you back off on that coral. But the picture I'm looking behind you at the moment looks pretty good. Yep. Yep, got him. That's a good fish.
That's a good fish, mate.
Yeah, oh, big head shakes. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. First look, come on, up you come. There's a bit of a rock there. I've got to get it up above that rock.
Oh, that's all the right things.
Yeah, that could be what we've been chasing, that one there. Just got to pull hard enough to get it away from the rocks and still not go too hard so that you bust your leader off or you pull the hooks on the fish, but it feels like a pretty decent one, this one. And I reckon it's probably the best show I've seen on the sounder so far today, because it was a single bump and just in the back eddy of it there was 4 really nice fish sitting there. And looking at that, I can't quite see what I've got, but it's oh, you're kidding me. You're not going to believe what this is. You won't. I'm not going to believe I drove all the way up here to central Queensland to catch a big southern snapper on a vibe. So here we are, thinking we know everything. We don't know anything, because it was this red fella that was sitting there. Oh, look out. So this fish has obviously seen me go flying up the Bruce Highway and thought, hey, I'm coming for a ride with you and let's go and see what Central Queensland's all about. That's probably the best snapper I've ever caught in this part of the world, that's for sure.
How's that?
How is that? I drive all the way up here, 16 hours. We got to the boat ramp early there this morning. There wasn't too many people around for something that was going to be such a glorious day. It's probably a bit blowy out on the reef, but tucked in here around the islands, it's perfect. So we've got a pretty nice run, no one else around, to come all this way and vibe up a nice big snapper like that. That's just amazing.
That's awesome. I haven't seen one of these guys in quite a while.
Yeah, well, there you go, yeah. So this is as far north as I've ever caught a decent snapper like this, that's for sure. Awesome. I'm definitely letting this fella go. Whether he's going to swim all the way back down the road to where I live, I'm about 1,700 kilometres from where this fella is right at the moment. Anyway, off you go, buddy. Pinch him on the tail, he'll go down. Go on. Away you go. There he goes. Woo. We just had a bit of a move, didn't we, Spots? How was that?
I saw a couple of fish just on that pressure point there and I thought, I saw you cast over this side, I said, oh, I might just sneak one over here.
Bang!
And whack.
And it's what we call long-tail tuna, isn't it? So,
Northern bluefin.
Northern bluefin. We might put the net. We'll put the net under him, you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. He's pretty, not a bad size.
No, he's a good one. Certainly a good one. They go like an absolute train. Another sport fish so far. Golden trevally, giant trevally, queenfish, long-tail tuna.
Yep.
I had a mega Spanish mackerel on as well, so it just goes to show you can really tick off some cool sport fish in this part of the world.
A bit of a pelagic day so far.
Yeah, and it's funny, some of the local people who fish here they love going out and getting their redfish, and so do I, getting out on those deep reefs and catching the red emperor and largemouth nannygai coral trout, and still a chance of catching certainly trout in here. Yeah. But the sport fishing aspect of this place is just phenomenal. Every place you look, oh, pressure point, there's got to be something there. Pull up and here we go. Let's see if we can't land this bloke. One more circle. Oh, here he comes. Go, big dog. Come on, big fella. Oh, no. Bad net shot. Bad net shot. Good net shot. Oh, luckily we got the big net anyway, mate. You got him, Jacko?
Got him, mate. There we go.
Wow, they are, look at those fins fold back. They're an absolute ball. A little bit of blood there, but that's only just coming out of his mouth. And the best thing to do is spear him straight back in. Awesome.
All good. Righto. Off you go.
Woo. Hey. Oh.
Slimy high five.
That's the slimy high five. I don't know what I think about that, but anyway, it was all good. Wow, there's some life here. Far out.
Oh, there he is. That's a good boy.
Oh. What do you got, big dog?
Oh, I don't know, mate.
In trouble?
I'm just in a bit of trouble here. Second.
Is that on the metal jig?
That was on the metal jig, yeah. Just pulled up, hopping our way along the island, and a bit of a pressure edge. Looked on the sound, and a few fish there, so I thought I'd drop the jig up.
A few fish there. Amazing when you look back at a screen like that. We're running the conventional sound and picture down scan, side scan, and to see the amount of fish that are there, you just know you're going to get a bite. Have a look at this. So this is what Jack's just dropped into. 18 metres of water, and he is getting lit up big time. Look at that. Turn around, check this out. This is where it all happens at this end.
There's a bit going on. Just I'm reasonably light tackle here, so I'm not going too hard on the fish. I'm kind of being a bit wary of where we are. We're pretty close to the headland. I've got the electric motor remote around my neck, so I'm kind of just steering myself while Guesty's clearing the deck. But not sure what this fish is yet. Could be a Spanish mackerel or a giant trevally even.
The big fella's got a bit on here at the moment. Good thing is we've drifted out. Look at the sounder there now. We're out in about 35 metres of water, so we're away and we're moving away from the structure. It's out in clean water, so biggest worries now is maybe pulling hooks or a shark getting the fish that we're fighting. But I'd say it's a giant trevally, just the way it's going. And it's, the longer the fight goes on, the bigger it's getting. And not a lot to be said from my red-headed friend here. He's fairly quiet at the moment for some reason, so. Wow, 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 wow. Mate, that is a cracking, we thought giant trevally. It's giant, but it's not a trevally, it's a Spanish mackerel.
Got it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey.
Yes.
Oh, look at that thing.
That is a lump. That's what we call a lump. Hey, I'll give you a quick low five. I'll let this big fella go.
Right, it'll be quick
Wow,
here.
get those hooks out maybe. That,
Got it.
so careful. If you can see those teeth there are just insanely sharp. So that's a jig I prepared earlier. I put a bit of wire on the front of it and it's got those taft wire. Have a look at that, hold that up. So it's got those taft wire hooks on there.
Taft wire assists there, so they're actually wire through there.
Right, you're right.
Woo! There we go.
Check that out. Beautiful big.
You got the tail.
Yeah, I got the tail. Check that out. Beautiful big Spanish mackerel. That one, well done, buddy. That I reckon I hooked something similar on a vibe earlier, and we weren't prepared, were we? And I got bitten off. But that time we had the wire in play, and that's a big Spanish. That one there. Wow, and don't they go? Oh. Mate, that was in 6th gear before you knew it.
Yeah,
it was just dumping
smoking off.
That's a cracker, mate. Well done. All right, off you go, big girl. Go on. Yeah, look at it swim off.
Beautiful.
It's good to see those big Spanos swim off, isn't it? Good stuff. Well done, mate. Excellent.
Just fishing some pressure points here today, and it's super important to position yourself correctly on the spot. So the current's coming down like this. We want to be on the top side of the rock there. So as you can see here, we've got a nice lot of fish just hanging on the rock. I'm going to drive up and spot lock us. Oh, yep.
Got him?
Yeah, got him.
Woo!
Nearly slipped over. So,
yes.
What's going on?
Good stuff, mate.
Righto.
Mackerel or a tuna?
Tuna, I think. Yeah.
Longtail tuna.
Yeah, it ate it like a tuna.
Wow, that's what we're going to see on the top water lure. We've got a mixture of everything going on here, vibes, and we're going to throw some metals and see how we go with those as well. Or drop some metals, I'd say, metal jigs. But that was pretty cool to see that get exploded off the top.
Yeah,
I reckon
he's getting chased around. And
good stuff, mate.
He's a little bit green, but...
You think? A little bit green. Oh, that's a net shot. That's a net shot for the ages right there.
There we go, mate.
Well done,
top
mate.
water fish, how good.
Spear him back in.
Oh no, oh, they're on it, they're on it.
Oh. Got him on.
Got him on.
Just gone around. Oh.
I'll turn the boat around.
I'm buried there a bit, mate, at the minute.
Coming around, boat's coming around. You just stay there.
And out we pop.
Perfect. Wow, I'll move a couple of these for you.
That's a bite. It's on the metal jig this time. Whack, whack, whack. And see those fish on the sound, and you just get so much confidence, don't you? So
that's it.
I think I reckon that. I reckon that's a Spanish mackerel. What do you reckon?
Looks very much like a Spanish mackerel.
One of, if not, certainly one of the fastest fish in the ocean. They're up the Indo-Pacific sailfish. I think, they're pretty flash-looking units, aren't they? The sails, and they like to take the record for the fastest fish. But Spanish mackerel, wahoo, are right up there for sheer speed through the water. So big head lunges there at the moment. And we'll just play this out and see where we end up.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a proper big Spanish mackerel. I mean a big one. So I'll just pull that drag back a tiny bit and just take my time here. Got it on the surface, and it's those razor sharp teeth that Spanish have, so I just want to work it around. I think Jack's going to try and grab it by the tail, but it's a seriously big animal, that thing there. I'll try and come around one more time. You're right there, buddy.
Lead him around.
This is the pressure switch.
Just watch that. Oh, he's going in the motor.
You good?
No.
Good there now.
Yep.
Good there now. Got him. Look out. Oh, wow.
Well done, mate, well done.
Oh dear. I will just say, if you have a look, I've got a glove on at the moment. Had a little bit of an incident about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, and I put a great big single hook right through, or into my hand. Jack's pulled it through. We crushed the barb and pulled it out, so that's why this is on here at the moment. It's stinging a bit, but I've got to tell you, that's made up for it. Hold that up, check that out. That's an absolute ripper.
Thanks to Alfabs, it's cracking catch time. If you've been getting into some ripper fish lately, then send your best fish photo in via the Real Action socials. Cracking prizes to be won every week, including a Penn rod reel and line combo, an awesome pair of Mako polarised sunglasses, along with some great gear from Valvoline to keep your marine engine and trailer lubricated.
Well, check that out. That's a cracking Spanish mackerel, Queenfish, golden trevally, you name it. You got a ripper Spanish, mate. That's a pretty damn good one too, right there. You've been watching Real Action. Michael Guest, the stowaway Jack Nolan. We're in central Queensland. We're having a ball. Let's spear this one back in. Let's get the hooks out.
Real Action is proudly brought to you by Amarok. Born from tough love. Look after your best mate with High Pro. Pioneers in pet food.